Hello, friends and listeners. Party people, welcome back to an episode of Party XP. I'm your host, Lakan, and joining me is Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
So we have had a crazy week. And I think it was actually 4 weeks at this point now, right?
It's a crazy weekend, yeah.
Yeah, from a multitude of different game showcases. We had from the State of Play all the way to the Nintendo Direct, Summer Games Fest, and the Xbox Showcase. It has been very busy. It's been a fuck ton of announcements, and it has been a pretty good vibe from what it feels like online anyway.
Yeah, I mean, everybody hates everything, but for the most part, people like normal people have been pretty happy with what we've seen so far. It's hard not to. I mean, you look through the forest for the trees, you'll find some good stuff once in a while. So I think there's a lot here I'm very, very happy about. So
Usually we see like a lot of people like negativity during like a lot of these showcases, especially the last couple ones that we've witnessed. We kind of joked about it on the record during previous recordings, but this one, like, I've been seeing a pretty positive overall sentiment from everything, from the State of Play, the Summer Games Fest, everything basically. There's a little bit of something here for everybody. The biggest thing to make that happen is a bunch of really big reveals that people are actually excited for.
right.
Now we've seen basically everything from all the major game showcases, and we'll do a quick recap and at least talk about what we're excited for, what we're looking forward to from the recent announcements.
Yeah, I think the best place to start is we'll just start from Friday and work our way to today.
So the first thing we had was the Summer Games Fest 2026. So this is the Jeff Keighley show, basically, right? Basically, what replaced E3 at this point now.
Yeah, for better or for worse, Summer Games Fest is what has taken that slot. The main console makers have their own, and now this is kind of just like the all-encompassing trade show.
So we get to see a bunch of the stuff here that will most likely be coming out to multiple consoles. So we're gonna go ahead and kick this off with the announcement here for Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Yeah, this is going to be like a recurring theme too of like remakes. There are so many remakes coming out this year, and I think that's another sort of topic for another day, I think.
Yeah,
But like this is just the first of many. And that isn't to say that there's not a lot of new titles coming out, but it really does feel like a lot of stuff is either sequels or remakes, and not sure how to feel about that.
yeah. Some of these I'm very excited to see and hear about, but I'm sure that the sentiment is gonna be a little bit varied. I guess more for certain ones. I guess like ones that are not as beloved as the others. For Resident Evil Veronica, it's cool to see. I like this game, the original one back in the day, so it's cool to finally see it finally come out. People have been asking for this one to be remade, and hopefully it wasn't going to be the one neglected out of the entire series, right? But yeah, cool to see this here, and nice little almost 4 minute teaser trailer for it.
So next up, there's Cuphead, more Cuphead stuff. So you're getting basically like an 8-bit Cuphead platformer, party platformer, and then we're getting a sequel to Cuphead. I love this game. I still haven't played the DLC. I need to play the DLC, but I'm very happy that we're getting more Cuphead stuff, and the 8-bit. It almost kind of looked like a Sega Master System more than like NES. Really, it kind of gave me that vibe to it. I could be wrong. I think it actually looks more like Super Mario Brothers 2 from the box art, but yeah, I'm obviously very much excited for this.
Yeah, it looks great. This looks super fun, super cute. And if it's anything like the original Cuphead, it's gonna be a massive pain in the ass, in a good way. So looking forward to that one too.
Right.
Okay, next up, big announcement. I'm super excited for this one. Alien Isolation 2. So the original Alien Isolation has kind of like a cult classic now at this point, right?
Right.
Well, it's weird, right? Because Alien Isolation 1 had a relatively like negative review forever ago, back on like the IGN review. That was kind of the first one. And then eventually people were like, "Wait, this game's fucking amazing." It is like one of the more true to, like true adaptations for like an alien game, basically. More of like a stalker horror game than anything else. Yeah, Alien Isolation rules, and cool to see that we're getting a sequel to it. I was actually kind of surprised. I wasn't expecting a sequel to this one. And I think if you're a fan of anything from the Alien series, you should be very, very excited for this.
Yeah, definitely. I always remember Isolation 1 being incredibly popular at GameStop. So like obviously I think there's a market for these kinds of games. You know, again, even if it is a sequel, it seems like it's different enough. You're off the ship, you're on the home world or whatever. You're on a planet at least, right? So at least it's different enough. So, and you know, if it's well made and done justice, I got no issues with it. I'll probably never play it, but I'm happy it exists. Alrighty, so this is Gen Atlas. This is a game from Fumito Ueda. This is the guy that made Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. Um, it basically just looks like mech Shadow of the Colossus. Did you play those games?
Yes, big fan of Ico, big fan of Shadow of the Colossus, and there's like a lot of like indie games that have kind of been taking up the mantle of that Shadow of the Colossus type gameplay, where you're playing as a tiny person and then and fighting these giant monsters. Shadow of the Colossus also inspired like Breath of the Wild a little bit. Did you play Ico or Shadow or no?
Never. So we were like
No.
14 or whatever whenever this game came out, right? We were middle school or high school, and I was
Hmm.
like, "This is whack." I didn't understand the artistic, meaning behind it. I just was like, "I have a sword. I want to hit stuff with the sword." What? Why is there so much story? I want to hit the guy with the sword. Um, never made it back. One day,
Yeah, yeah. Fair enough. I think as a kid being like, oh yeah, this is kind of like, a little bit not dry, but there's absolutely a sense of wonder to those types of games.
right?
I highly suggest going back as an adult and kind of like experiencing these games
Hmm.
because these are like pieces of art. I think Gabe was the first one between myself and him to like get into those games more seriously. I remember watching him playing the remake. I think that was on PS3 or the port, whatever it was. Okay, next one up, we've got Blood Message. This is a debut trailer, a linear action adventure game set in the late Tang Dynasty, which is a little historical Chinese action going on here.
This is also a recurring theme with a lot of games coming out. Sorry to cut you off, but like if it felt like kind of for the most part, if it wasn't a remake or a sequel, it was like an ancient Asian, like you know, old history Asian game. Whether it's samurai, whether it's ninjas, whether it's any other sort of you know uh, thing. I don't know what else to call it. Um, there's a lot of this stuff this year, and kind of makes everything feel a little samey, which sucks. But if you like it, it's cool. Basically, like if it kind of felt like if you've seen one, you've seen them all, and that is a bit of a bummer, to be honest.
Fair enough. I think this just because it's attached to this rise in the Chinese developers. That's kind of
Yeah,
like
I get it.
been a pretty big deal as of late. Like we've had our first big like South Korean title, right? Like with like Stellar Blade. We had Wukong, then a couple of other dramatic linear story action games. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a bit of a demand for it to some extent, where because these games have been relatively well received overall, and we don't get to see a lot of like not as campy versions. Like Dynasty Warriors obviously is kind of like it's kind of a meme where you kind of just mash your way through, and there's like kind of like historical setting, right? These seem to be a little more dramatized and a bit more expansive on a single person's character story, and also like is a bit of like a landmark within Chinese history specifically. So it's kind of a cool thing to see.
I will say of the bunch of the old Asian games, I think it might just be because it was the first one I saw, but this one I think looks the best of the ones not named Onimusha, which we will get to.
Okay, next one up.
All right, next up is this was the first kind of what the fuck moment of the weekend here. They show off Stranger Than Heaven, the RGG studio coming out. That kind of it kind of feel. Am I crazy for saying this? It kind of feels like a playable Tarantino movie.
A little bit.
I don't know. I just get the vibe that this is like a Tarantino movie thing. I don't know what it is. It might be the music. It might be the cut to like the old school kind of movie posters. This feels real. This feels real Tarantino esque, and I kind of dig it. there's a ton of like celebrity cameos, a lot of like Eastern actors and stuff like that. But we also get Snoop Dogg and how do I put this? Tupac Shakur's likeness is in the fucking game.
Yeah. Snoop does
Yeah,
take the stage at
so
some point to explain that he was
he
working
does.
with
So right
the.
after he takes the stage, Tupac would have loved this. And I'm like, that company that licenses dead people's likenesses is really working overtime. I hope when the DLC comes out, we get Andre the Giant and Elvis, because like they would be awesome for this game.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, like, I feel like it's got weirder and weirder, like as we've had more trailers coming out for this now.
Yeah,
And I mean, as I said before, I'm excited. I'm super excited for this, just because yeah, Tarantino has like ensemble cast going on for this game. I'm down for the ride. Like, I'm super curious what the hell's actually gonna happen here.
and it's still basically a Yakuza game, right? Like it still kind of looks and feels like a
Yeah,
Yakuza game. It's made by them. Obviously, it's made by how do you say it? Ryuga Gote or whatever. I forget.
Ryuga Gotoku.
Gotoku. Thank you. Um, it's made by them, so it's basically just going to be a Yakuza game with Snoop Dogg and Tupac and other, East Asian actors. So cool. It'll be in the account, I'm sure. So I'll play it maybe eventually one day. But I just thought it was kind of that's wild, man. Like that's wild licensing dead people move to get Tupac for your anime game. I'm just thinking of like who can I license for a game?
Luckily, there's gonna be kind of like a separate title from the Yakuza game, so you don't need to play anything else to lead up to this one.
CMG Worldwide is the firm that represents dead people, by the way. I don't know if they have Tupac, but they have a lot of other dead people.
Yeah, we got a full official release date as well too. So January 15, 2027. So dope. Waiting for this one. Okay, next up we've got.
You keep looking up that. I'm gonna keep looking up who CMG represents and who I can get for a game we're gonna make.
So next up we've got Hex. It's from the developers. Some of the developers from behind the Division. Which is a series that I kind of liked. I liked the Division 2, that extraction shooter bit of like the Dark Zone. That was fun to play. The games themselves were kind of meh, but like there was like a fun repeatable cycle through it. Being an extraction shooter at that point. Weird sci-fi thing going on, a little bit of like some abomination looking things. And some cool visuals. So yeah, again, I'm not exactly sure what's happening here, but it looks cool. So looking to see more from what's gonna happen later on down the line.
All right, I think I got it. I think I know the game we're gonna make. I know the 4 stars of the game. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, go for it.
We're gonna do like a Payday 2, and it's gonna be Carl Sagan, Rawway High School's own Carl Sagan.
Let's go.
It's gonna be Macho Man Randy Savage. It's gonna be Red Fox, and it's gonna be Mickey Rooney. And then Macho Man's gonna call his buddy Andre the Giant, because I knew they were represented by this firm. So
Okay,
that's kind of why I went here.
gotcha.
But yeah, and then yeah, and they're gonna go to Andre the Giant's house, and Albert Einstein's also gonna be there with. And if you want, maybe we can even get Oppenheimer, J. Robert Oppenheimer. So there you go. Just another instance of how fucked up the world is. We have licensing for dead people.
Yeah, a little dystopian, but it's also like it's weird that like part of my brain is like, ooh,
Well, I mean, I just looked up the list and was like, okay, I want to make a Payday clone with the. Can I take the next two because it's important to me?
Absolutely.
So the next game up was kind of like a kind of a vague trailer. Jeff Keighley didn't really set it up too much, and eventually, like for the first part of this, I was watching the IGN stream, and they weren't really like sure of what this was. They see the manhole cover, and the music starts to kick up, and you realize it's a Turtles game. And not only is it a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, it's a Turtles game based on The Last Ronin, which is one of the craziest and most critically acclaimed Turtle stories ever. And then you see the Platinum Games logo, And
Mhm.
I'm like, yo, all right, I'm in. I'm in. This was the game. This was the one game that I was like, this is the game of the week. Nothing to me. The only game that came close is the next game on the list, unfortunately for everybody else. I cannot wait for this. Platinum Games doing a Turtles game in general would be crazy.
Spoilers for The Last Ronin. If you don't want to hear about this, skip ahead to about 1655.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just went in on it. Sorry. But now it's a grittier kind of single play. It's clearly going to be a single player story because Michelangelo is the only one left. Quick cliff notes on the last Ronin. Basically, it's an alternate timeline where Shredder's grandson takes over the Foot Clan. They manage to kill all the other protagonists except for Michelangelo, and April O'Neil is the only other one that's alive. And so Mikey is basically out for revenge on Shredder's whole lineage, basically. And now you're telling me Platinum Games is making this? All right, well, I'm in. I'm in. In a world of all this other shit going on with remakes and you know what I mean, like all these other unoriginal ideas. Yes, I know it's based on something. Like I know it's already based on the graphic novel, but like you get a creative company in charge of an off path kind of direction for a franchise. It feels like a big risk, and we'll get to another risk kind of later in the weekend. But bro, I'm in. Like I'm so in on this. I can't wait for this to come out. There's no even gameplay, and I'm in because I know Platinum Games is going to deliver on this IP too.
Super excited. It's absolutely a fun read. I'd like basically anything TMNT. Like
Same.
the games have all been very good recently. The basically there's not been a bad animated adaptation of the Turtles. But yeah, super excited for this. This is a really fun, right? Weird to say fun, but like a dark, grittier story. Very fun story reveal for anyone who has read it. Yeah, very, very much so invested in this one. I'm super excited for this one.
For sure. I'm also excited for the next game that was announced. And this again was kind of vague until you see like the giant. It just looks like a guy getting into a giant robot. Until you kind of see the giant robot, you realize it's a Gundam. And this is Gundam Rogue Orbit. So you play as REX, the not Rex, RE-X. Basically an ace pilot. He's piloting the Gundam Helix, which is the name of the new mobile suit featured in the game. It looks awesome. It moves faster than any scene move. It has a big sword, and you're not fighting other mobile suits in this game. You're fighting like other planetary beings, and that's a cool direction for Gundam to be in. It kind of looks like big Monster Hunter, which is still really cool. Not as like you talked about it before, where you're like little person fighting big thing. It's kind of like your big thing fighting slightly bigger thing. And I mean, they showed a little bit of gameplay in the trailer, but like, yo, and again, we'll talk about more anime games taking risks in the future. This is really cool. It's a unique story to the game. It's not based on anything else. Um, Kind of a little different take on Gundam. I don't know how many Gundam series focus on extraplanetary threats versus just fighting other mobile suits in like a in an army war setting. And that's what has me definitely intrigued. These were like one and two for the weekend for me. Just again because I love the Gundam IP, I love the Turtles IP, and they're both sort of different takes on these IPs. So I don't know what you think about this. I'm thrilled. I'm ready.
It's been a minute now since I've been invested in anything
Yeah.
Gundam wise, but I've been waiting for like a good Gundam game for years at this point. So, there's some that like I kind of like, but like they're not exactly like you know respected or well received. But but this being like kind of its own thing. Yeah, you mentioned like specifically like a Monster Hunter kind of energy to it. Yeah, this looks really cool. Away from the usual galactic war setting that they're doing. So this looks really really interesting. Okay, next up, we've got Crossfire. So this is from a bunch of former Call of Duty devs.
Yeah, it's a game from Call of Duty people. It's basically like a tag team. It's a woman and a guy. I think they're like the point is like they're on opposite sides, but it's like the enemy is my friend. So they team up to get out of being out of the base or whatever. Dynamic cover is like the big selling point.
It's just a reveal trailer, so there's no real gameplay. I'm kind of interested because there is one of those things I kind of miss from the old Call of Duty games where I actually cared about the story. Since they're developing like specifically a single player story driven game, kind of curious. Again,
Right.
not a lot really shown off here again in terms of gameplay. It just yeah, they just said just that has a bunch of looks like them kind of clearing stuff. It basically feels like it's gonna be like a war movie in video game form.
I don't know if it's an in joke within like Jeff Keighley and stuff like that, but they kept on talking about single player narrative driven games like as like a recurring theme throughout the event. I don't know if that's something that he talks about all the time, but he says it often in this single player narrative driven game.
I think it is a little bit in reaction to how exhausted everyone has
There's
been of
multiplayer
multiplayer,
games,
like
yeah.
online,
I get it.
always online games. Again, which is also cool because again, like what's nice about the
Yep,
single player story driven games, you
exactly.
can fucking finish them. So next up, we've got a big reveal from ArenaNet.
Dude,
Guild
I
Wars
remember when
3.
Guild Wars 2 came out. Like, yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
good for them.
But yeah, it's due out on PC and PS5. No mention of Xbox Series X or S. Beta test is supposed to be coming next year, basically, in the fall of 2027. But there's some cool visual stuff going on. So yeah, I'm down to look into it. Again, I'm not sure how much I'm going to be getting into another MMO, though. But sick. Guild Wars is still around.
Yeah, no. Maybe, but I don't know. You know what? I'm never gonna say never because you know what? I think I don't have time for WoW, and I don't know. Maybe Guild Wars. Maybe it'll end up being Final Fantasy 14. Maybe it'll be neither. Maybe I'll have to
Yeah.
rely on like just single player games to scratch that in. I'll never say never. It looked good. It looked better than the next game coming up. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, like I'll never say never. It's a game that's well made and well supported, so why not? A lot of these coming up. I mean, there's a game coming up, but a lot of these, this middle portion of the event is just like, yeah, okay, that got announced.
Yeah, so next one up, I'm going to take this one here because I'm a big fan of this series and I'm super excited for more of this.
I am also very excited
Next
for this.
up, we got Virtual Fighter Crossroads.
Yep, I'm
I'm
very excited for
super
this.
stoked. I've been big on Virtual Fighter. I grew up again a 3D fighter kid. Like for me specifically was like Tekken and Virtual Fighter. Of course, a little bit of Soul Calibur because I was a little more casual friendly back in the day. But yeah, Virtual Fighter's finally coming out. They've got a name for it officially. Virtual Fighter Crossroads. Looks like it's got a bit of a gritty storyline, which is cool. It basically reminds me of like the World Tour mode, right, for Street Fighter 6. And it looks like I actually might care about this a little bit more because I've not played a single minute of the Street Fighter 6 World Tour mode at all. Um, as long as like it's fun, got some cool story stuff and dynamic stuff. Like, yeah, I'll be down. Yeah, this just looks amazing. Like I don't know about you, but like I'm loving the look of this so far.
Yeah, I kind of thought it had the same vibe as Street Fighter Six's story mode, but I mean that's just like just like a modern game, and I figure that this will kind of learn from the sins of mode and kind of improve on it. I'm I'm into it. I'm excited for it. I never was really the biggest virtual fighter. I don't know, man. I just never got there. But I know it's like I said it in the article I wrote today. It's like it's the ball knowers fighting game. So like I know this game is legit. I know it's great. I just haven't gotten to it. There's just a lot of stuff to play, both fighting games and not. And having it come out, having it release as a new game is an excuse to get into it. And that's cool. And it looks great. There's already a few characters. I already saw Wolf, right? Is the wrestler in the game? He's in there, so like that's cool. Um, I always felt like I needed to play it because there's a character named Jeff in the game,
Yeah.
but like I don't know. I never played as him. I always played as either Wolf. I did play El Blaze in the PS3 one, Virtual Fighter 5, the first Virtual Fighter 5, right? And then I obviously I played Akira too because Karate Man. I can't help it. But there's a lot. I'm happy it's getting a re-release, and I'm happy it's getting its flowers because it always kind of felt like it was on like the fringe. You know how they say your favorite rapper's favorite rapper or your favorite basketball player's favorite basketball player? This
Yeah,
is your
yeah.
favorite fighting game player's favorite fighting game. Like that's kind of the way it feels to me, and I'm happy it's getting its flowers. It's going to get a chance to really shine on its own as like the next new fighting game. Obviously, I don't think there's anything new coming out, so it's going to kind of have that stage to itself, and that's awesome. I'm happy for Virtua Fighter, and I'm going to play it. I'm going to play the new one.
Yeah, one thing that I'd like to specifically mention about Virtual Fighter for people who a lot of people compare it to Tekken, obviously, right? Unarmed 3D
Yeah.
combat, semi-realistic, right? This is a little more grounded now versus like all the crazy ground bouncing stuff, right? I mean, still has a lot of action to it.
Just don't hit up. Like it's very very realistic. Just don't hit the up button, and it'll stay very
Yeah,
realistic. Please ignore the giant.
they got rid of the
Please
moon
ignore the
jumping
moon. Please
back in like
ignore the moon
three.
jump. Everything else very realistic though. I
Yeah,
promise.
check out Virtual Fighter. What is it like? 5 Revo World Tour or whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah, so the newest one, the newest re-release of 5.
Yeah, still very good, still populated. If you want to get like a taste of it, and that one's actually pretty solid overall. They did a bunch of like updates as of late, kind of like what Dead or Alive did, where they were like adding like they're fixing the net code a little bit, and again had a bit of a resurgence a little while ago as well. So if you're curious about Virtual
What's
Fighter, check out
next
the
here?
last one.
This is RuneScape. So RuneScape Dragon Wilds is next. It's like it's a console exclusive RuneScape game. This is what I was talking about with Guild Wars. Like I don't know. I'm good. Sorry. I don't need RuneScape on a
Yeah, all good.
console.
I'm
It's
not as big
fine.
of a RuneScape guy anymore. It
Yeah,
just takes a lot of
people can
time.
play it.
That's the biggest thing. Next one up, we've got Mafia, the Old Country expansion. So an expansion on the latest Mafia game, which was based in Sicily, I believe it was.
Sure. I am the worst video game podcast host. I swear to God, I don't know shit.
I heard the latest Mafia was not a bad game, but like it definitely hits certain people more than others.
As somebody that's been getting Sopranos reels on all of my social media, this game speaks to me. Also, as a half Italian, this game speaks to me. Next, E6 Amsterdam. This is from one of the creators of the original Assassin's Creed. Um, this is a game, dark third-person story-led action adventure. I feel like didn't we see this? Is this the one from the other game? Um, the other state of play, where remember they had the guy on like the burning stake, and it might have been a different game. I think it is a different game. It kind of has that aesthetic to it though, creepy and culty and all that shit.
Definitely get a little bit of energy from the original, the early Assassin's Creed games where it has like the floating text,
Yeah.
kind of like feeling a little bit of like, oh, there's like something supernatural going on while being in the real world. But apparently there is a demo available now, so if you want to try that out, go for it.
Okay. Maybe we will.
Okay, next up we've got Saw Genesis. Has there been a Saw game before?
I wanted to kick the shit out of Billy the Puppet when I saw him riding his tricycle.
So this is a asymmetric multiplayer game. So it's a 3v1 based on the Saw horror
Mhm.
film franchise. It is made by the Silent Hill 2 remake team, Blooper team.
Lords of the Fallen 2 is still funny to me. It was a forget mid series on the Xbox One and PS4. Then they remade it, and now it's like one of the tentpole action RPG franchises out there. I think that's funny as hell. It does. It looks great. Like it's so funny how it turned around. Are you into this? This next one?
Yeah, so next up is Star Wars Zero Company. So it is a story trailer, right? I see that there's like some weapon customization stuff. What exactly is the gameplay of this though? Is it like an XCOM?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
I'm down. I like XCOM and I like Star Wars, so sure, why not? I guess I'm not sure how much I'm gonna be super into this one.
Right.
I'm like, unfortunately though, it does have that Star Wars pull for me. Being like a long time fan of Star Wars in general. It's like, Oh, a game that I don't really play a whole lot, but Star Wars. Hmm? Like it did absolutely pull my
Right.
attention for a second.
All right. Next up is Blood of the Dawn Walkers. This is from
I can't pull up this video, so up to you.
Blood of the Dawn Walker is from Witcher 3. It's another vampire game. Next. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about Among Us story. I mean, actually, you know what? I'd rather talk about Among Us story because, right, this is basically an Among Us single player game where you are a security guard and you're trying to basically figure out what's going on the ship. It's actually pretty funny. So they also had a lot to talk about the series going on right now, which seems people seem to like it. The Among Us series. I think it's like 5 years too late, but that's okay. Things take time.
I mean,
Yeah.
the game's still going. Does collabs relatively often still. Has a couple of content drops regularly still. It's cool. Reminds me a little bit of like a Telltale game almost kind of. I guess with the way that it's like story based or who done it.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. Next up, Monster Hunter Wilds Ascend. It's basically the new expansion. The what is it? The Sunbreak. This Monster Hunter. Good for them, man. Capcom's on a roll. I love Capcom. I'll never fucking play this.
Yeah, hopefully hopefully they do a couple fixes to this game because this game is still kind of like not the best received as of late.
Right.
The content was very very short and like very light on this game. In this game, like people finished it and they're like, cool. We waited for this one, really?
Mm-hmm.
I know that people are getting more and more into it. I think people are starting to come back and kind of like turn a little bit. So hopefully they can keep going and kind of redeem themselves a little bit here.
All right. Hot Wheels Infinite Rush, Clutch, racing games, cars, great. Attack on Titan 3, you're getting to finish the. It starts with like a giant spoiler, by the way. Like the trailer starts with Aaron in the I forget what they call this. The big ass Titan form at the end. And basically like spoiled the ending original trailer. Like it's so funny, but hey man, you got to finish the story. Good for them.
Yeah, for people who are fans of Attack on Titan in general, cool. I guess I don't know if there's been a good Attack on Titan game because I've seen a couple of the ones that were released over the years
Yeah.
and like they seem kind of janky.
Founding Titan, that's the name. That's right.
Yeah. If you haven't finished the story, go finish the story. Go finish the manga. Yeah. The thing is, Attack on Titan kind of been over since I read the manga and finished the
Yeah.
story years ago,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then like
yeah.
the anime finally finished, and I was like, I'm kind of done talking about this already. I kind of made my peace already with it, and then everyone was like wanted to talk about the ending. I was like, I'm over it. I've already moved along.
Yeah, yeah. I read the manga before the last season of the anime, and I'm like, oh, no wonder nobody likes this. Jesus Christ.
I finished the manga like 3 years
Yeah.
before the anime, and I was like, this like I don't want to say anything because
Right.
I'm a good human being. Don't want to fucking spoil anything for anybody. And then like everyone's like, oh my god, can you believe that? I'm like, yeah, yeah,
All
I
right.
already made my peace.
Enough about that.
But yeah, sure, why not? Again, I've seen some people kind of enjoy these games, so go for it, I guess.
Power World is coming out. The
Officially,
game that's been in early access for like 2
yeah,
years.
yeah,
Survived a lawsuit. Yeah, finally releasing. Good. I'm in. Sure. Whatever.
yep. Next up, Wolf Among Us 2, because we're getting a remaster of the first one. And then we get we get a 2 official. Okay, next up we got Stellar Blade Blood Rain.
I'm happy this came back. I'm happy this came
Yeah.
back. I am very happy that Wolf Among Us 2 came back. I'm also happy that this is coming out because Stellar Blade
Yeah,
looked
so
cool.
we already knew it was happening, but like at some point, we just didn't know when. But yeah, we got a trailer for Stellar Blade 2 or Stellar Blade Blood Rain. Yeah, looks good. I'm just want more Stellar Blade.
You and the horny half of the internet.
And then we have 2 big reveals here at the end here.
Yeah, man. All right, I guess we got to talk about it. So,
Yeah.
next up, Street Fighter 6 Year 4 DLC. The 3 characters from the World Tour mode. Yasmin from the Philippines.
Oi, Philippines.
So there you go. Who basically all but confirms Hakan is staying relegated to Street Fighter 4 forever,
Yeah.
which makes me sad. Bosch, who is your
Yeah.
friend from World Tour, who gets killed and revived, and Tifa from Final Fantasy VII, which we will talk more about in a second. Um, So basically, they are going to charge you the same amount of money for 3 jabronis and a crossover character that they did for all of the other. And part of me understands why they're doing this, because you have to, you got to get some new blood into these games. You can't just keep releasing the same game with the same 12 characters over and over again and expecting people to buy it. If this is just a setup for us to get Square versus Capcom, I'm in. I get it. I'm happy. If not, my money is staying in my pocket because I'm not spending money on these 3 jabronis and Tifa.
I'm on the other side. I'm getting this. So
Well, of course you are. You have motivation to get this. I mean, you have a Filipino fighting game character.
yeah, but also Tifa. Come on. So that is like the big fumble from. I mean, it was one of the big rumors, right? That the people kind of like were like, "Oh, this
Mhm.
might actually happen," right? And then who was it? I think it was Rooflemonger.
Yeah.
I think it was like who like kind of just saying, "Hey, I have a source." Not gonna say who, obviously, but Tifa is basically is for
Right.
sure coming to Street Fighter 6, and I find that so funny that like Tekken already had the connection previously with what's his face from Final
Yeah,
Fantasy 15,
Clive and Noctis.
and then they dropped the
Mhm.
ball and let Tifa go over to Street Fighter. That's
I mean, to come
absolutely
down
fucking
to
hilarious to
is
me.
just like Square cross Street
Um,
Fighter, Tekken cross Sega cross Baki, you know? Just put everybody in a fucking in a fighting game orgy in a room.
yeah.
Just give us Mugen. Give us triple A Mugen. That's it. We're good. We're getting Final Fantasy VII Revelation. This is the last, mercifully, the last part of the Final Fantasy VII remake. Thank God. We're done with this. I haven't played it since the first one. It looks great though. Like it looks really cool. So
Yeah, so we've obviously been leading up to the final remake section of this game. They've teased some, well,
hmm
teased. They've added some like alternative timeline, right, stuff going on into
yeah,
the second game of the series, and then here we are now. Cool. I haven't touched any of these yet. Because I said I refuse to touch this until all the games are out.
that is a good idea. I will say the job changes pretty cool.
This looks really good. I'm super excited for this, and then I can finally start playing the remakes. I can finally
Yep.
start playing because now all of them are out. Eventually, so. There we are. Okay, that is the Summer Games Fest. We have 3 more to go. We'll probably start moving through a little faster here.
I know. State of play, honest
Okay.
to God, I can plow through because I
Yeah.
don't
Okay.
give a shit about any of these games, especially reversed course on putting these games on PC. I will never play any of these games, any of these Sony exclusive games, man. And that's a shame because there are a couple of really cool ones, but I got to be realistic, man. I'm not going to play any of this shit. But there are a few cool things on State of. I don't know where you want to start. If you want to start at number 1 or wherever, but
Yeah, because I think they have theirs in alphabetical order. Might as well just go at that point.
it is.
Ace Combat 8, cool. These are
Have fun.
popular games for a lot of people. Not my speed. Whatever. Next up, Bancho the Chef. This one I'm actually super excited for. This is a spin-off game
Yeah.
from Dave the Diver, where you get to play as Bancho, the sushi master. So cool. Excited for that. Next up, we got Control Resonant. Melee control. Control's awesome,
I
and
never
I'm
even
super
I
excited for
never
this
even
one.
heard of this. I don't even know what's happening here. Like I said, I'm the worst video game co-host. Nope, never played in my life.
You never played Control?
I'm the worst. I'm the worst.
Well, Control's really good. If you ever
Okay.
get around to that one, we have that on the account. So
Yeah.
that one's
All
from the
right.
Alan
Give me
Wake
the
guys.
hyperbolic
So
time chamber. I'll get to it in
yeah, very very good.
March.
Okay, next one up. Next up, Dune Awakening.
It's Dune. It's a game based on the Dune universe, and
I don't care for Dune whatsoever. I have no idea what's happening there. I've never watched the movie, never read the books.
Dynasty Warriors 3 remastered. Okay, I know I've been bitching about remasters. Give me more fucking Lubu in my life. All right, just give me more. I'm good. I'm good with this one.
To be fair, Dynasty Warriors 3 is like the Dynasty Warriors game.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. Like I said, like I'm good with this one. I
Yeah.
want this. I need more of this.
Yeah, I think it
We
just confused a lot of
need
people for
more
why this one's
brainless
getting remastered
action.
specifically. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, Lubu. I mean, Lubu's in this, right?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, yeah, you can talk about God of War. I don't really know what's going on here.
Yeah, so we are now playing as Kratos' dead wife from the first game. um,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, different game style overall for her. Modeled after the chick from Daredevil. I forgot her name. I'm terrible with names.
Lu Bu is in Dynasty Warriors 3, by the way. We're talking about, Kratos' wife, so Lu Bu. I'm gonna just keep talking about Lu Bu.
Yeah. Deborah Ann Woll. There we go. Yeah. She was from she was in Daredevil. That's where I knew her from. I'm sure she's done some other stuff, but that's kind of where I knew her from. Yeah, cool. I still need to get through the rest of the God of War series. I got through the first game, and then I haven't touched the Ragnarok yet at all. But yeah, looks good. I'm excited.
I'll let you talk about this one too, because this is yours. This is your game here.
I'm still kind of like iffy on Marathon. Like I do like bits and pieces of
Mhm.
it. Still kind of waiting for it to expand out a little bit more. They had a open play week. What was it, last week technically? Yeah, today was the day of us recording this. Today's the last day of the open play week, with a discount to people who want to pick up the game. Again, if
Mhm.
you might have missed it already at this point by the time we release this episode. So they're just kind of doing a bit of a teaser more for Marathon, and they've got more stuff coming up down the line as well too. That's basically all it is. There's season more content, season 2.
Yep. Okay. Um, this next game in alphabetical order is very cool to me. I'm very happy with this. This is the next team in Marvel Tokon, the Arc System Works Marvel fighting game. The Doom Knights, Knights of Doom, Doom Knights, whatever. Um, so you get Doctor Doom, the Knights of Doom, right? So you get Doctor Doom, has some homages to his Marvel versus Capcom moveset, notably the little blaster gun, which always makes me laugh. You get Magneto, which is obviously like if you're gonna have a Marvel fighting game, you're gonna have Green Goblin, like an out of nowhere kind of pick that I thought was really cool. And then last, of course, is Carnage, who's getting like a main fighting game series representation for the first time I think ever, and he basically looks like 12 from Third Strike. And if they can make that move set good, I will be happy. I'm in. Like I'm gonna get this. It comes out close enough to my birthday that I can justify the purchase, so I'll probably just get it for that. And I think it's cool, man. I think it's cool that they've taken they've brought back some of like the legacy Marvel fighting game characters, but have also given other characters shine. I think that's really cool of them to do. And yeah, like I'm in. I'm in. Sorry, Virtual Fighter. You might have to wait a minute. Oh no, Virtual Fighter's coming out next year, so we got some time. We got some time to play.
Yeah, you get time.
Marvel. Are you into this? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm not big on tag fighters in general. Like we talked about this before. I'm just like I'm not good at them.
Yeah, and this one's crazy because it's a 4-on-4.
From what it looks like though, you can kind of you can, but it looks like you can kind of play this just as a one guy and just have a bunch of assists if you really want to. It's just that like again, like I already know that like from what I've seen of the previous betas for this game, I never got access to any of this stuff, but it looks like they've been listening to the feedback from the previous early access stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They sped the game up a little bit, removed a couple frames from like, your tag out system and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, again, looks cool. I'm just not a big tag fighter guy. It looks fun. I'll probably end up messing with it a little bit, but again, like just not particularly in my speed. These like tag anime fighters are just too fast for my brain to process everything basically. But it does look very very good. I've been very excited for this series to come for this to come out.
Well, good news. It'll be in the account, so
Yeah,
you
I
can
can give
give
it
it
a
a
shot.
shot. Next up, Insomniac's Marvel's Wolverine.
Yeah, those are really
Looks
good.
great, but for PC, I'm not. I can't play it. Sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. Again, Insomniac's done a very good job as of late with the Spider-Man stuff. Wolverine looks really really good. Okay, next up we've got a game called Ill.
Ill.
Yeah, I'm down. I like first person horror games. This is my shit.
Hmm. This next one looks kind of interesting to me. Yeah, big fan. This one kind of looked interesting to me. Kamuri, sort of a sprawling paranormal cyberpunk. I don't know what actually kind of game it is. third-person action beat 'em up. I don't really know what kind of the game is, but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks hyper stylized. It's a three-player co-op game. You're like running up and down these skyscrapers. Your perspective changes like a bunch throughout the trailer from what it looks like. Yeah, it looks sick. Like it's hyper stylized, and I'm kind of liking the sauce that it has aesthetically.
Yeah, man. That's what I said too. Like of all the things on State of Play, like I didn't love State of Play that as much as the other ones, but from all of them, that these next two kind of felt like the ones that were most outside of Tokon, of course, were the ones that were kind of up my alley the most. No Rest for the Wicked. This is from the people that made Ori, the Ori games, top-down action RPG. So I'm into it. Like those isometric RPGs.
Yeah, Souls like combat from what it looks like as well too.
Yeah, lot of content they're promising, so that's pretty cool.
Okay, we got next up Onimusha Way of the Sword. There's a demo out, which is absolutely gonna go and try that out.
Yeah, I gotta get on that.
Yeah,
I gotta get on
yeah,
that.
super big on Onimusha. I'm glad that the series is finally back.
Same.
We got a 30-minute demo from what it looks like, and then final up we got Phantom Blade Zero.
Yeah, man. Another sword. Dramatic sword game. Okay, go for it.
Yeah, this is mostly in cinematic trailer from what it
Yeah, it
from
is.
what it looks like, yeah. But yeah, they have gameplay and Sword Deep Dive coming later in the summer. So there we go.
We got a Rayman trailer. We
Okay.
already saw Rayman though, like elsewhere. So like,
Yeah, Rayman trailer. Again, Rayman is a classic series. I think we saw it previously before that too. So yeah, this time. Next up, Silent Hill Townfall. This one I'm still excited for. We did it in the previous showcase, right, where they kind of just showed the people disappearing behind the black guy, the main character, I guess I'm assuming. And they even show like the use of the little handheld CRT as kind of like an upgrade essentially to the radio from the first Silent Hill or from Silent Hill 2, right? I hope that you're a little more helpless in this game. Is weird to say. I hope you're a little more helpless in this one than you were in the previous one where you were the Japanese chick and she had her dodge was like busted. Like, dude, she was a fucking demon. You were the scariest motherfucker in that previous Silent Hill game. Yeah, if you can kind of tone it down a little bit more, make it more of like the fact that you're kind of a little bit more helpless. Combat's a little harder to do. I think it'd be cool to do more Silent Hill. I'm just waiting for it to finally come out. But we do have a release date. That's kind of the biggest one for this one. It's September 24th this year. Okay. Next up, we got Stuntman Hollywood. Did you like this? Did you ever play the Stuntman series in back in the day?
nope. Sorry.
So it's like like the whole point is like to like, drive the car and do crazy shit, right? And like you kind of get scored on like how you do it, right? So this one's cool because like from what it looks like during the trailer, they're going to be. It looks like they pulled like a bunch of stuff from like actual movies and shows we got.
I'm watching
Like
the trailer.
like Kit shows up, bro.
All right, man. All right. I'll think about it. Okay. This looks pretty cool. All right.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's an objective based game. It's not like just like a driving game per se. Like you're supposed to be kind of like doing the cool shit during the movie, basically. Okay, next up we got Lost Wild. It is a
Dinosaur survival game. It looks sick. The trailer looks great. There's like this scene about 23 seconds in where the T-Rex is just in the parting of trees and it notices the player character. Yo. Yep.
It looks really good, like aesthetically, like visually, very, very, very fun to look at. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what this plays out as. Looks like there's gonna be like a weird story to it too, so I'm kind of down for that.
New Tomb Raider from this is the first one or is this the new one?
Yes, remake of Tomb Raider, 1996. Okay.
It looks fantastic. It's gonna sell like a bazillion copies. Okay, I'm gonna say something that's not woke, but you can't be mad at me. It's gonna sell a lot. Her boobs aren't as big, but she's got a nicer butt than the first Lara Croft. So like, I think that's gonna help.
I mean, it helps that she was kind of like a sex icon in video games. So like,
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, hashtag not my Lara.
We're getting what we're kind of
Yeah.
we're getting it again. We're gonna get a little modernized without the triangle boobies.
Sorry, I know that's like my one non-woke comment for the day.
If they put a toggle in the game, I think it'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. Just give her just huge honkers or triangle honkers. Yeah, that would be funny as hell if you could play as like old Lara Croft. But it's gonna sell. It does look stunning on its own. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks amazing.
And then last but not least, Until Dawn. Until Dawn is coming with a sequel to Until Dawn. Good for them.
Okay, now we are on to the Xbox game showcase.
Yeah, we are on to Xbox. I have no problems. Like, I don't even want to. I don't even want to talk about the second game on this array of games. We'll definitely talk about the first one, but I can skip the second one entirely. The one that starts with C, ends with Udi. Fuck Call of Duty. I'm so fucking tired. It's been 20 fucking years of the same shit. Just
Yeah,
get
so
like
for
I
this
hate
one,
it,
Call of
dude. I
Duty Modern
hate
Warfare
it.
4
At this point,
DMZ.
I'm
This
not
is
even
a setting
apathetic to
now.
it. I just outwardly hate this game, and I just want it to go away forever. Sorry. All right, I don't want to talk about the next game either. This looks annoying. I don't want to talk about this one. Clockwork. What is this? Clockwork Revolution's new trailer. I don't want to talk about that too. I promise I'm going to be a lot more positive about other games in this showcase. Like this one actually had games that really appealed to me. I, I don't need another steampunk game, dude. I don't need it anymore. We can move on from this.
This looks like BioShock to me, so I'm super curious about this.
All right, man. I'm moving on because I want to talk about Doom. I want to talk about Doom: The Dark Ages.
Go ahead, talk about
It
them.
looks
Go
so
for it.
cool. Looks so sick. Like, this is so fucking.
Have you even
cool.
gotten around to the first Dark Ages?
Well, so here's the thing. So I actually wrote about this. I actually included this because I knew it was going to come up. So I didn't know my PC. I didn't think could run Space Marine 2. So I figured it couldn't run Dark Ages, right? And then I got it to run Space Marine 2. So I was like, well, I already started Space Marine 2, so I'm just going to finish Space Marine 2. And then when I'm done with Space Marine 2, I'm going to play Dark Ages. But now there's a really cool bitchin' DLC where you get helmetless Doom guy and shirtless Doom guy, and he has like a claymore sword, and he's just killing shit, and it looks awesome. So like, I'm in. Like obviously I'm in. Well, it's like a polearm more than a claymore. But yeah, I will play. I never had played the Eternal DLC, and that looked sick. But this looks, I mean, this looks even better than the Eternal DLCs looked. So I'm gonna play the fuck out of this probably, man. I gotta finish Space Marine 2, and then I'm gonna play Dark Ages, and then I'm gonna play this. So thank you for coming to my. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, Doom Dark Age Revelations. Again, it looks just like is an expansion.
It is an expansion.
Which is good. More content's always good. I haven't gotten around to Dark Ages yet. I've like looked at it and I'm like, oh cool, I'll play something else. But I do want to play it eventually.
I know. We'll get there.
It's been sitting in the account. I just haven't gotten around to it. Okay, next up we got Fable.
New Fable looks good.
Looks pretty good. I remember like this looked really rough. Like, do you remember the first time they showed this? Like forever ago?
It did look rough.
This looks way better. Cautiously optimistic because was not a fan of Fable 2 or 3. I know people did like them. I don't know what the hell it was, but Fable 1 really tickled my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this looks pretty good so far. Again, it's mostly just a cinematic trailer. Hoping it's good. Because I would like to see Fable be fun again.
I know. I agree. Fable 2. And the series that game meant a lot to me. So I'm hoping Fable can come back.
Okay, so next up we got Gears of War E-Day. I'm super excited for this one. Been waiting for another trailer for this guy. This looks really good. So they showed a little bit of gameplay. We got young. We got the young squad at this point. So Mark's a little more mobile. He can actually climb over stuff. Looks like he can jump across stuff as well too. They sprint upright. They have a couple things out of changing the timeline a little bit from like the books and the graphic novel slash comics, where we get to see the origin of the chainsaw. We get to see the origin of of Marcus's scar, and yeah, we get to see like normal people, not just like the soldiers, basically throughout the previous games. I've just been waiting for this game to come out. It just feels like it just looks like Gears, but it hopefully it plays like new, right? A couple changes here and there, just in the trailer, you could see just from the movement and stuff like that. Because the Gears games have gotten a little samey as of late, and even now we're still waiting for Gears 6 to come out. So if this is gonna be the next Gears game we get, yeah, we're not progressing the story at this point, but we get to see the origin of the Gears of War franchise here, which is super super exciting. And the nice thing that they're doing is if you pre-order the game, you get access to the open beta starting in August 6th of this year. And the release is October 6th of this year. So, yeah, super excited. Fresh coat of paint and a bunch of like looks like not just visual upgrades, but like some gameplay upgrades as well too here. They're younger, so they're a little more mobile. Their knees aren't shot to hell. And next up, we got Halo Campaign Evolved. We got July 28th this year, very soon, this summer. So it is a full remake with extra missions from what it looks like. I think it was. This looks really good. Like again, we talk about remakes and stuff like that, but like this, I'm super excited for. Again, this Gears, I'm super super excited for. Even if this is just Halo, I'm cool with it. I don't know if they're just fully remaking or this is just like
It is basically like a reimagining of the first game, is from what I can gather.
Well, yeah, you can sprint. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there we go. So it is Halo with the modernized touches.
Thank God.
So I'm not gonna lie, like I go back to play the old Halo games, still fun, but it's like, man, I really wish I could sprint. I'm a super soldier.
It's fun but rough, man. My friends from college and I just did a Halo night, and it's rough.
It's rough in ways, but it still feels right in many.
It's fun. It was still a lot of fun, but it's just crazy.
Next up, we got Minecraft Dungeons 2. This is like their Diablo like. This game is really good. I really enjoyed this a lot. We're getting more of it.
Next up, Senua, another Hellblade game, another sword game. Dramatic sword game. Okay.
The first one was really good. So, I know we don't have the time to get through these ever,
No.
but like if you ever get a chance, even just try it.
Hey, here's one I might actually be able to play. Spyro. It is a new Spyro game for the first time in 20 years. Tom Kenny returns as Spyro. Yo, we're back. We're so back.
Still feels weird that Spyro is owned by Microsoft. It still throws me off to this day.
And why haven't we gotten this? If this does well, they better give us a Spyro and Banjo Kazooie game. Like enough, man. Enough sitting on Banjo Kazooie.
That'd be cool. It'd be cool to see bring back. Do they still own them? Rare, right?
They own Rare, yeah.
Yeah, they still do, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, of course.
Bring back the OG Collectathon. Okay, next up, we got State of Decay 3. Open world survival game. If you were into the original State of Decay previous games, this is more for you.
Rapid fire, let's go. Castlevania Belmont's Curse got a release date, October 15th. Let's go.
Crazy Taxi is back.
Crazy Taxi. Let's go. New Crazy Taxi.
And the big thing is the music is back. That's the important part of Crazy Taxi.
Man. Yeah, man. I fucking hate AI as much as the next guy. They just used AI as concept art to model shit off of. Give them a break. It's Crazy Taxi. Who cares?
It's a tool.
Yeah.
The way I see it is it's a tool. Yeah, people are bitching about it. I don't know, whatever.
I'm skipping all these other games unless you want to talk about Metro.
New Metro game? Good.
Get out of here. Kick it to the curb. We're talking Persona. Persona's back. Yu Narukami, Kanji, Rise, Yukiko. They're all back. I'm in. I'm ready to finish this game. It's probably going to have the golden stuff included in the remake. Yo, I'm in. Persona 4 is awesome. It's the best one. I don't care what you say about Persona 5. Persona 4 is the best one. I don't care about 3. Persona 4 is the best one. And we're getting Persona 6 on top of it too. Which is crazy that this was all done at Xbox. Like how catty are the Japanese bitches right now that they're all fighting with each other and Persona is getting announced at an Xbox conference.
And then we've seen the trailer already for Valor We already, I think, pretty sure we already saw the trailer of Resonance back in the day. Got a cozy game, Vivarium.
If I never hear the word cozy, it will be too soon. If I could just mute the word cozy from my life, I would do it in a heartbeat. Get out of here. I'm done. I'm moving on. I'm stressed out. I got to put my child to sleep. I don't need cozy games, damn it.
Sounds like you need a cozy game. You need something to turn your brain off.
No, I need Wolong 2 Wings of Ember because this looks cool as hell. Team Ninja is back at it. More samurais, more swords, more demons. That's what I need.
And then towards the end of this thing, we have a bunch of updates for their current live games. So Age of Empires 4 gets an update. Elder Scroll gets a Thieves Guild Tale update with more for Season 1 stuff. Fallout 76. Yeah, free update as well there too. Honestly, the trailer actually kind of made me curious to see what's up with Fallout 76. I have not touched it at all in a couple of years. Microsoft Flight Simulator still going with air races now. And then an update to see if these nuts fit in your mouth.
And on that note, we're going to the Treehouse, baby. Nintendo Treehouse started off with Rhythm Heaven Groove. You like Rhythm Heaven, so talk about Rhythm Heaven for a minute.
New Rhythm Heaven game. It's like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, it's a cute, super cute game. 80 new rhythm games, so we're good to go. And here's the big thing. Co-op. There's multiplayer games. Onimusha, we got the same trailer that we got.
Onimusha's coming to the Switch.
Yep.
Yep.
Good to see.
Dragon's Dogma is getting DLC. It's coming to everything.
The biggest thing with the Nintendo stuff is a lot of third-party stuff is getting announced because they could not run on the original Switch. And to be fair, there are people who their only console is the Nintendo console. People bitch about, these games came out years ago. Yeah, but people who are Nintendo people only play on Nintendo stuff. So good that these games are getting like a second wind on another console now. Specifically to the people who never got to play them beforehand.
Speaking of which, Stellar Blade, Switch 2. Good for them.
Orbitals, this looks sick.
Orbitals, I don't know what this is.
This is like It Takes Two, but it's like 80s anime. It's like the split screen co-op game. Like, I'm super excited for this. This looks amazing. This reminds me of like the Daft Punk music videos, bro.
Yeah, okay, good point. I will hold that. That is a good point. It does look like the Daft Punk music videos. I was like, get this off of my screen. It does look good.
It is only on Nintendo Switch 2, and this is like one of the games that like, okay, I might actually have a reason to finally buy Switch 2.
So Donkey Kong Bonanza didn't do it for you, but the Daft Punk game is going to do it for you?
Yes, because I've had 2 games, and that's not enough for me to spend $500.
True. Rayman Legends Retold is coming out for here. All right, I do want to pause here. I know we're trying to get through it here because it's almost a 2-hour episode here. One Piece Grand Gourmet. This is a One Piece themed like restaurant sim game, and I am in on this because this is an opportunity.
What happened to not caring about cozy games?
No, listen, I don't actually care about playing the Sanji game, okay? What I care about is more anime getting games that aren't just third-person action brawlers.
Oh, arena fighters. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm here more for than anything else. Is I just want games of different genres for the anime that I like. I want a Dragon Ball turn-based role-playing game. I want a Yu-Gi-Oh! Like anything that isn't a TCG simulator. I want like a Naruto version of this game. Like, give me all of that stuff. It's beyond time that we had games for animes that aren't just brawlers. Okay, that's my soapbox take.
Yeah, fair enough. Like Fairy Tail got a couple random good games in the last couple of years, like a roguelike dungeon crawler and a volleyball game, and those were like, oh, these are amazing. And it's like,
yeah,
again, wasn't just another anime fighting game.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Pokopia DLC, great. We don't own that game. We don't own this game.
Yeah, Pokopia DLC, I haven't got it yet because I don't have a fucking Switch 2 yet. To be fair, I do want to get Pokopia. It looks very good. New Fire Emblem.
Yep.
Big. So super excited for that. More Fire Emblem is always good. Deltarune Chapter 5.
Yo, this is all the chat was talking about on YouTube. This is all the chat was talking about on YouTube. And like when I saw the trailer, I understood because this is like Zoomer fucking slop. This is like Zoomer morphine for these kids. I'm happy they got it. I hope everybody else loves it.
Yeah, but also Deltarune fucking
Yeah,
rules.
I'm glad. Good for them. I'm happy for these people.
I haven't touched any of the Deltarunes because I'm waiting for all of them, all the chapters to be out. Same thing, you know,
Yeah,
kind of
man.
like I loved Undertale. I want to play the whole thing in one shot,
Yeah, man.
even though they're fucking long now.
Donkey Kong theme celebration. There's Bonanza DLC. There's like challenges and achievements you can do in the older games. Love that. So good on Nintendo for that. Jujutsu Kaisen got a that was me.
Wait, yeah, what the fuck?
Did you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's a JJK survivor like.
Huh. Surprise! I didn't actually see this part of the thing. I tuned in a little bit late. Threw me off for a second.
We can get through this. We get through these next ones pretty fast. Lords of the
Yep.
Fallen's coming to Switch 2. We talked about Lords of the Fallen before. Lies of P. I don't know who asked for an edgy Pinocchio game, but whatever. You're 2.
Yo, Liza P fucking rules. If you are a Souls-like fan, please play Liza P. It is really good.
Oh, there it is. I guess we found the target audience. Speaking of target audiences, Devil May Cry 5 Complete is coming to Switch 2. You know I love butt rock and beat 'em ups, so there you go. I'm gonna yell at this next one, Big Walk. This is from the people that made Untitled Goose. We talked about Friend Slop the last time we did a conference. We covered a conference. I mean, do you have anything else to call this but Friend Slop?
Yeah, and I want it. I love Friend Slop. Give me all of it.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm sure if you have fun playing it, I don't care. I would just like it if developers tried a little more.
But I think this game's also coming out on other stuff. So
It probably
I'm
is.
not like I'm just threw me off that why it's getting out for Switch 2 specifically. Because I'm pretty sure I saw the trailer.
They paid the money
already,
to
too.
get the game. I don't.
Okay, Xenoblade Chronicles. They're getting full releases for the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Getting basically definitive editions, including upgrade packs. Yeah, Xenoblade is like if you're an RPG fan, you should be playing the Xenoblade Chronicles games.
Yep. And you're getting a fourth one because Xenoblade Genesis got announced right after.
Yeah.
So you're getting the fourth one here.
Also looks sick.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort is coming out too. They wasted so much time on this fucking game, and it was just like the guy doing the spiel, playing with like a giant hand. He was trying to thumb wrestle the girl, and he lost to the computer. So like that was funny.
But basically, Switch Sports with more games. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Wii Sports Resort, but like with Switch people.
Yeah, which is fine as a fun party game. That's all it is.
Star Fox demo came out today. I watched a DDR player that I follow play it. It looks cool.
It's Star Fox again.
Yeah, it's the same Star Fox game all over again, but it looks really good, so I will give them credit for that. Final Fantasy Resonance is Brave Exvius, the former mobile game, but in a single-player form, basically.
Oh.
It has the same art style and everything. No word yet on if I can pull Ariana Grande again, like I did in the first game. Because that's a thing. Duskbloods, again, the From Software multiplayer game. We got another trailer for that. Dragon Quest Monsters. Yeah.
I'm so excited for this fucking game.
There you go. Exclusively on... Oh, this was exclusively on Switch 2. I didn't realize that.
Yes, that is why it's kind of like a big deal. It's like From Soft's actually getting their... It's Bloodborne multiplayer for only Switch 2.
Dragon Quest Monsters game. Another creature catcher game. There's a billion out there now. Everybody kind of made a creature catcher game at the same time. So here's another one.
Splatoon Raiders is the single player Splatoon game that people have been asking for a minute. Yeah, it just comes. They have a later direct coming out later this month, and it is going to be coming out next month as well. Getting a dedicated Switch 2 Minecraft port, so good.
And they got Minecraft.
We have Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 finally coming out for Switch 2 because, again, now the console can handle it.
Yep, thanks. There was like a whole little bunch of games in this section that IGN doesn't mention for some reason. So not only will Switch players get to enjoy Space Marine 2, they will also get to enjoy the Metal Gear Solid Collection 2. So some fucking culture for you kids. Yo, all right, listen, I'm not going to play any of these, but like, you want to talk about a 1, 2, 3 combo? Like you get like the basically like a bunny like a short jab here, right? And then just bong bong haymakers as the last two completely knock people on their ass. Yep. I'll let you lead because you care about these.
Yeah, this heavy hitters for these last three. This was nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the Kingdom Hearts collection, we're finally getting it on the Switch 2. I think from my understanding, previously they had it. I think they were streaming only. It was like a weird cloud streaming thing for the Switch 1. But yeah, we're getting the Kingdom Hearts collection. 1 through 3 plus Remind 1.5, 2.8, Re-Hearts collection coded whatever. Then out of nowhere, I was kind of thinking, oh, that's cool. Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3. And I was like, well, it'd be cool if we get Kingdom Hearts 4. And then, surprise, Kingdom Hearts 4 gets announced on a fucking Nintendo Direct out of no fucking nowhere.
Fucking RKO'd out of insane. Just seeing this game pop up, I was like, even I, who has never played past the first gummy ship mission in a Kingdom Hearts game, was like, whoa, okay, Mickey Mouse and Mario at it again. That's when I was like, yo, this has been a crazy season for games because like you had the Persona stuff on Xbox, you had nobody announcing stuff at Sony at State of Play for the most part, and now you have Mickey Mouse and Mario teaming up here. Like I was shocked when this happened.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse showing up on the Mario console is crazy. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4. It looks a little bit like Kingdom Hearts 3 because obviously they went a little bit, they
Hmm.
spun off with that like hyper. They went off kind of realistic. But yeah, again, like sick. I didn't have to wait fucking 15 years for the next one. So great. Awesome.
The other thing I was kind of hoping too is like when Sora was fighting the giant monster in the city. I don't know because I saw like the Tifa news and I'm like, imagine if Ryu just Shin Shoryuken to this guy. Like how crazy that would be.
The one thing with this trailer is that people were asking for though, like we were kind of hoping for was seeing some of the Final Fantasy characters because that was a thing that was explicitly missing in Kingdom Hearts 3. They kind of reeled back on that side
Mm.
because Disney was like, "Oh, well, you got to show more of our shit." So, yeah, I have to take a closer look at the trailer again at some point to see more shit. I'm going to watch it over and over and over and over again until basically the game officially comes out in 15 years. And then the final thing for Nintendo, which was the like an actual insane showstopper. This to be fair, this was one of the rumors, but
Yes.
everyone's been like, "Oh, Nintendo's gonna like throw out fake rumors to get everybody off their trails," right? Holy shit! I heard the little music little notes for the Saria song,
The ocarina.
in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, here we go! Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time remake official.
I know, man. Like, look, man. Everything's a fucking remake. I get it. You want to sell to now you're selling to our generation, right? You're selling to millennials games from their childhood, man. People are gonna buy this, and it's cool. There's a conversation to be had about remake culture, and people just looking for the easy way out. But number one, I think like if you're building it from the ground up again, and you're just using the same story again, I think that's better than just like remaking, reusing assets and all that stuff, like companies had been doing in previous generations. It's also a game that makes people feel really good. So you know what? Let people have it, man. I'm not gonna play it, but like, let
Big
people have it,
thing
man.
is like it is like letting a younger generation who let's be honest, they are a little more superficial in terms of like graphic
Yeah,
quality. Like a lot of them won't go back to play some of these classic games. If you're gonna remake it and kind of touch up on these like modern gaming sensibilities, let's be honest, the controls for Ocarina of Time are a little rough nowadays.
yeah, man. True.
We understand it because we grew up with it. To be fair, right? But if we can expose Ocarina of Time to a new audience so they can see how fantastic this game was in the first place when we experienced it, now they can see it in a new modernized setting. So yeah, this is again a crazy reveal right at the end.
Yeah, yeah, man. I know they saved it for but it is franchises that kind of crazy that Mario wasn't even on the screen at all. It felt like during this
Yeah, yeah.
for a Nintendo thing, but maybe it's copium. Maybe something big is coming. I don't know, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we're still waiting on the next big,
Yeah, man.
3D Mario game. So hopefully we'll get one relatively soon.
All right, that's what I got. I'm done. I'm going to bed. You got anything else?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and wrap us up then.
All right. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. If you made it this far, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share us with your grandma, share us with your friends. Let us know what games you loved the most from this event. You can comment on Spotify. You can comment anywhere else. You can hit us up on socials and let us know what you think. All in all, I thought this was a great weekend for games. There's a lot of stuff I'm excited for. I know there's a lot of stuff that other people are excited for. That just because I'm not doesn't mean it's not important. I know you kind of feel the same way. You know, did you get a you got a good weekend for games?
Yeah, we had a pretty solid spread and a lot of stuff that I'm looking forward to coming up. So
Good. All right, friends. See you next time. Good night.
see you guys. Yo, it's 3 a.m. Friday morning. Episode goes out today. Thank y'all so much for listening to these episodes and listening to these little out of context comes to the end of the episodes.